Hey everyone, Chicago Bears Daily here, back with another video. I am starting to do this thing now where I give myself a few days before I make a video, because I want that feeling of disappointment to sink in, and it has been nothing but disappointment quite until this point, essentially. That and the fact that I did get sick to start the week, so that doesn't help at all. But going over this week against the Giants, what more is there to say? It's truly disappointing to see our offense look like it belongs in the 1930s. And truthfully, I mean, there's nothing we can do except sit around and get clowned on social media. I mean, at this point, the only thing that keeps us relevant is being laughed at, which is sad. It's sad, it's disappointing, and that's just how it is. I mean, we literally cannot push the ball downfield. We did not score a single touchdown. And our kicker, Brett Badgley, that guy that we picked up, he was the MVP of the game. And it's depressing because we let him go. Thank God Santos is back, but he did a great job Badgley did a great job for filling in there. He did great. Props to him for coming in like that and making those field goals. But Santos is our guy. I'm happy to see him back. He's with the team, so that's going to be exciting. One thing, I mean, Darnell Mooney here, he had a 56-yard catch, I believe. We can push the ball downfield. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that that's the longest play that we're going to see all year, I feel like, and it's kind of sad. But what happened at the end of that drive? We kicked a field goal. So, I mean, shit, we can't keep relying on these hill prayer kind of like shots to move the ball downfield. We need to start generating an offense, consistent offense that actually, I'm talking like plays that can generate like between 7 and 14 yards every play. That would be ideal, you know. Obviously, there's going to be more times than not, it's going to be less than 7 yards. But if we could pick up a good 7 yards when we need it, whether it's on the ground or in the air, that is going to be what we need. Now, one thing I'm going to say, I'm going to pivot over here. We all know that Cody Whitehair, he is out with a knee injury, which absolutely fucking blows. I think we put him on IR, actually. So that fucking blows. And now that puts us in an interesting situation because we're at an offensive line who's already worse in the league. And now they're talking about putting Lucas Patrick at the left guard. I think he was playing a mix of guard, I know. But Lucas Patrick, we brought him in as a fucking center. He's not a guard. It pisses me off so much because Sam Mustipher has absolutely been blowing cheeks. He's been absolutely terrible at the center. I think one of my friends has been sending me these things of Sam Mustipher, his pass block rating. It's been a 1 out of 100. He has the lowest average pass block of any center in the NFL right now. He is the last out of 32 guys at his position. That is fucking embarrassing. Like, how are you expecting to get this guy? And he snaps the ball and he hits his ass and he fumbles the ball. That's a dead play before it even starts. Now, how are we expecting to do anything? How are we expecting to do anything without even getting the ball? And this guy's snapping the ball and he's letting he's letting a defender run right by him. And it's sad to watch. We literally brought in Lucas Patrick to be a center. Now people are saying we want him to play at guard to fill in Cody Whitehair's spot, which I understand. I think that would make like the most sense, but I really think a center is the most important position on the offensive line. It tells the guys on the left and the guys on the right what to do and how to gel together. Now, if we have a guy that started in the league for a good offense for the past, I don't know, like 8 years, why would we not play him at the position that he came here to play at? I personally think even if we're weaker at left guard without Cody Whitehair, I think we take Lucas Patrick at center, and we'll take it as it is. You know, that's how it goes. I'm absolutely fucking pissed off. I feel like it's a rant video every single week now. It's getting pretty depressing and upsetting, but it's the truth. I mean, there's nothing to be happy about. Actually, I will say one thing that I'm happy about is the fact that we lost when we were not playing well. One thing that I really preached in my last video was I will only be happy if 4 things happen. If 4 things happen in these games. Now, one thing, if we like play well, if we look good and we win, then I'm happy. And if we play poorly and we lose, I'm happy as well. The times where I'm not happy is where we look like shit and we play like shit and we win. Because then that gives all these guys, it's like, oh, we're so resilient to adversity. We really, we pulled through, which in certain cases, yes, I understand getting a win in an ugly fashion is not a bad thing by any means. But if you see the team, I mean, if you look at the eye test of this team right now, and you see these guys are consistently playing like shit, and they can sneak out a win, and it's kind of like why are you like lying to yourself at that point? And the other thing is if we play like shit, if we play awesome, if we play amazing and we lose, I'm pissed about that too. But everybody is now. If we play awesome and we lose, that's like, I mean, it's almost like a dream at this point because we know we're not doing anything this year. It's frustrating. I know we got to get over that fact. I mean, our record, we're 2-2, but really, realistically, we should be 0-4. I mean, let's be real here. At least we look like an 0-4 team. So, we're playing for draft picks next year. We're hoping for a top 5 pick. That would be ideal. We do have 120 something million bucks. I think it's 128, something like that. Million. So much money in money talks. Everybody knows it. We have so many millions of dollars for next season. Let's hope that Ryan Poles really does have a plan. I am not out on Justin Fields quite yet. He, at face level, eye level, he doesn't look like he really seems to have it going for him. And he has like moments where he's like boneheaded a little bit, and he's like, looks like he doesn't have that pocket awareness that I wish he would have. I apologize, I'm getting over sickness. You got to give him a break here because, like I said, we have the worst offensive line, it feels like by far in the league. And, it's like, what quarterback is going to feel comfortable? He knows when he snaps that ball, he's got an internal clock. And he knows his internal clock is probably like 0.5 seconds. Like, he knows he's snapping it. That's what happens when you don't have time to scramble, look around. You become a one-read quarterback, and people are kind of noticing that about him. He's kind of a one-read quarterback. He really, really, truly does not have time in the pocket. He scrambles. One thing I would love to see from him, though, he's scrambling around. He's outside of the pocket. Like, he's rolled out to his right, rolled out to his left. He needs to know that he has a small bubble there. He's got a small window of opportunity, and he needs to notice to look upfield and find an open receiver and hit him. Now, I think what he's been doing recently, what I've noticed he does every time, he rolls out and he'll like pump fake to a guy that's not even looking and he'll run. Everybody knows he's going to run. But if he adds that primary threat of throwing the ball when he's outside the pocket, if it's on the run, whether or not he's set, if he can see guys running behind him, if he can go out there and he can look upfield, that's where those big, awesome, like, wow plays come from. And that's going to have to make the defense respect him more, which will open up and turn, like, the run. So, like, if he's truly looking upfield and he truly sees nothing, then he can go ahead and easily pick up the first down. He's taking these heavy shots because the safeties know, even though they like hesitate for a quick second, they know that he has a clear tell that he's about to run. So the safeties know that they can run down. The linebackers know they can all crash on him. And it seems like every time he slides, he takes a big hit. Everybody gets pissed off. It does get us 15 extra yards and a first down. Everybody gets fired up. And then we go 3 and out the next play. So, it's like the next set of downs. We get 3 and out. So, what good is that doing us? I want him to roll out the pocket, and I'm going off on tangents. This is Bears Rant. I should rename this channel Bears Daily Rant because every fucking time it's a rant. It's true, though. I mean, there's nothing to be excited about, which is really, really depressing. Still got to stick with him. I feel like one day I feel like we'll turn it around. One day at this point, it's kind of like a deep breath, and I'm not gonna hold my breath. But we'll see. There's some excitement with the future here. Coming to Arlington Heights. I'm actually living in Arlington Heights, so it would be cool. I was against it for a while, but now I'm kind of coming to terms with how pretty sick that would be. Truly, because I went to the Bears game the other day, and it's a fucking hassle to get down there. We are gonna miss that city feel, but truly, when you go to a Bears game, it's like, you're not really going to the city. Like, you can see the city, but, like, you're going to the game. So I kind of get it. But it feels like the Bears should be in Chicago. That's for a different video, I guess. Week 3 against the Giants. It's not a game. I mean, it's a game that I thought we could have won. I thought we could have won that game, especially when both their quarterbacks went out, and Saquon, who, by the way, I've been saying since college, Saquon is fucking sick. He played at quarterback, and it reminded me of Walter Payton. Walter Payton would take snaps at quarterback. Back, obviously, it was before I was alive, but I've seen it. I've heard it. He could do it all. I'm not saying he's like Walter Payton in terms of skill. Don't get me wrong, but it was just cool to see that kind of like unravel, and we got to learn how to stop a fucking bootleg, man. Daniel Jones, he turns around, holds the ball to his chest, and runs around. The one time that we stopped it, he got hurt, but shit, they scored 2 touchdowns off it. They probably got like 60, 70, 80 yards out of the bootleg action. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, but you do have to respect Saquon, so I get it. It's a game that I think we could have won, should have won. We got the Vikings coming up this Sunday. I believe it's a noon game, so I do not have us winning this game. I think it is a winnable game. That's just like a Bears fan mentality. I feel like we think every game is winnable, but when you look at the field, I mean, listen, we got to start tempering our expectations here. When you look at the product that's on the field, the defense has been playing well. When you look at the offensive product that's on the field and the play calling and the execution, penalties, everything, it is embarrassing, with capitalized BEAR, embarrassing. And that's just how it is. That's how it's been. That's how it's going to be for the rest of this year. So get used to it. I have Darnell Mooney on fantasy, so I'm riding that ride. I don't give a fuck. I've been starting him every week, and maybe one day we'll figure it out. That's the hope. That's the goal. As far as where we're at right now, clearly not where we want to be. Let's hope we figure it out. There's only so much that we can take here. I think we're getting restless as a fan base in general. We've been restless. We hate losing. It fucking sucks. So here's to future success coming from current failures and learning. Here's to future success learning from current failures. I'm going to try to patent that. I'm going to try to get that down. It feels like that's been the motto of the Bears fan base for the last 30 years. Here's to future success building on current failure, something like that. That's what we're gonna roll with to end the video. If you liked the video, if you have any comments on the Bears offense or anything in general, if you don't like my style of this, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always eager to find out what you guys have to say. I'd like to start a discussion. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like, hit that like button, and subscribe. We always do appreciate the support. It's awesome knowing there's other people out there that suffer as Bears fans with us, and I'm sure there's probably not too many people that watch all the way to the end of this, but I do. If you are still watching, I do appreciate it. I truly do. This is a lot of fun, but it's more fun than watching the games. So hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video when we beat the fucking Vikings. Let's go!